Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm one of the librarians at the Watauga County Public Library. And today I wanted to tell you about some book titles that would help you fulfill one of the components of the READsquared Reading Challenge. Now, if you're not familiar with what the READsquared Reading Challenge is, no worries. I'm going to link to a video that will explain it and also tell you how to get registered for it. But one of the components of that challenge is something that we call a mission. And for the mission, the librarians have come up with nearly 100 different challenges, and you have to pick 25 of those challenges to complete. And if you're successful, then you will have earned yourself a coupon for a free pizza. So here we are at the READsquared platform, where I just wanted to show you what some of those challenges are, some of the 100 challenges that you could choose 25 from to do. So you could read a book about a book. You could read a book that has one of the 5 W's in it, who, what, when, where, or why. You could read a book about magic, listen to an audiobook, read a book that promotes empathy and understanding towards another culture or towards immigrants, read a book about health, read a book to a dog or a cat. Read a cookbook and bake cookies for the library staff. Come into the library and read a book from the bottom shelf at the library. And read a book in which one of the words in the title begins with a letter Q. And that brings us to the reason for this video. So I'm going to share with you today some titles that will help you fulfill that particular category. And I'll start with picture books, and we'll go all the way up to YA titles and some nonfiction titles as well. So here's one of the first books I wanted to show you. It's called Quack and Count. Can you find the word that starts with letter Q in this book title? Do you see it right there for Quack and Count? The thing that I love about this particular book is that it talks about the idea of addition, and say you have 7 items. It helps explain the idea that it doesn't matter how you add the components of those 7 items. You can add 1 and 6 or 2 and 5 or 3 and 4. They're still going to add up to 7. And that's kind of a hard concept for young people. So I love the way this book addresses that. Another book with a letter Q in the title is The Very Quiet Cricket by Carle, who also did The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Another book with the letter Q, one of my favorites, is Little Quack's Bedtime. Anytime I've read this for a pre-K or kindergarten class, it has really been one of the favorites. So I hope you'll get a chance to look for that if this is the age range of books that you're looking for to fulfill this particular book challenge. Another book that I love and has great illustrations is An Egg is Quiet by Dianna Aston. And the Q here is a little tricky to find because the title is written in cursive. But those are some great picture books. I've got one more to show you. Be Quiet, Mike, which I think you guys will also enjoy. Now, moving up into the juvenile fiction category, we've got the Get Rich Quick Club. That would fulfill your reading challenge. The Queen's Smuggler about William Tyndale. From the Zack Files, The Evil Queen Tut and the Great Ant Pyramids. And an A to Z mystery about the Quicksand Question. And I've got 2 more from the juvenile fiction category. We've got Nzingha, the Warrior Queen of Matamba, which is a historical fiction. And I know so many of you love the Wings of Fire series. I picked The Hive Queen would be a book that would fulfill this particular reading challenge category. Now, in the young adult books, you might like The Time Quake. This is the 3rd in a trilogy, and I like that it says here, the concluding volume to the trilogy for kids who love Harry Potter. So if you enjoyed Harry Potter, this might be a good alternate title for you. Doomed Queen Anne, another historical fiction, and a fantasy, The One-Armed Queen by Jane Yolen. Now we also have some nonfiction book titles, so you might enjoy The Quicksand Book by Tomie dePaola. And actually, I think I'll link to some Quicksand Experiment in the video description. And then we've also got a nonfiction book about Quail. And I thought I'd show you this particular little quail, who is a California quail. So he sounds a little different from the quail that we have here in North Carolina. So those are some options to help you fulfill that particular category of reading a book that has a word in the title that starts with letter Q. And since you've stayed with me till the end of this video, I will show you that the make and take for this week is turning the letter Q into a quail. So you can take these step-by-step instructions and follow them around the page, adding each component until you turn this letter Q into a quail. And I will link to the video of this as well, so that if you're not able to come by the library to pick this up, you might be able to follow the video and do it at home. So I hope that this will help you be successful in reaching your goal of reading 25 out of the nearly 100 challenges that we have for you on the READsquared platform. And I hope you'll enjoy that free pizza coupon once you get there. That's all I've got for you today. So in the words of Tigger, ta-ta for now.